Well, good afternoon. Welcome to this live stream. I'm just going to jump myself over into the event so I don't forget that bit. But yeah, welcome over to the first of Level Racing Esports hosted chase races. This one is going to take place over on Sprinters Playground. It's a handicapped event over this course, which is 2 laps, and it's going to give you category D riders off first, which I'm in now with my new category. I don't know how, but that's where I am. Category C riders will go off at the 5-minute interval. Category B riders off at a 9-minute interval, and then finally A riders will go off at a 10-minute interval. Idea of this is each group of riders will try and work as a team initially together to get away and try and maintain the distance from the group behind them, and then from there it's a case of seeing if you can stay away from the other groups. So as you can see, we're 4.5 minutes in. It's been a little bit of a rush this morning, I'm not going to lie. Had a few issues with the stream again, which I thought was going to hinder this one, but I managed to get over that and get this one out to you. So first time I've done a chase race like this, but really looking forward to it. Again, Level Racing Esports have hosted this one. When I looked earlier on, I think we had a really good sort of turnout of numbers as well, which is really positive. Just trying to see if I can get on the companion app and see what we've got. Obviously different people in different race categories will enter the pen at different times. So 36 in the pen at the moment, and I think we had a good couple of hundred signed up for our first event. So if you're looking into getting involved in racing, esports, or just something for a bit of a change, then you're welcome to jump on this. If you're on the trainer at the moment, you want to get involved, get over to this race and jump in whatever pen is suitable for you. Just trying to see if I can find the up-to-date information, but I don't have it to hand. So yeah, this one fairly flat course through Neokio, the Island of Darkness. I haven't really looked into the route, which I probably should have done. That might become my downfall in a while, but hey ho, that's life. Great to be around fellow Level Esports riders as well, and I'm glad that they've been able to bring this event to you all. You have a bit of a taste of racing if you've not done it before, just something slightly different for your Sunday afternoon. Just quickly trying to get onto the sign up details for it. Got 2 minutes to go. So we have signed up, crikey. I'm just going to go for a couple hundred because there's loads and it's going to be an interesting one. So I haven't really got a game plan, obviously. First week back on the bike, finished this one. I'll be over 100 miles this week after 3 months return, so I'm happy with that. Happy with getting out here and getting it done again. And yeah, just glad that Level have been able to bring this. I know they're looking at doing other events as well. So let's game plan for this is trying to sit with the D riders, work as a team, and go from there. And fingers crossed we can try and hold the other groups away. If we can't, then try and stick with the other groups and build a bigger group to work together. But you never know how it's going to pay out. Here we go then, minutes ago. Let's get the fan on, get myself ready, and hopefully this stream's coming to you without any issues. And fingers crossed, because I've changed the microphone to a permanent wired, not a wireless one now, and just fingers crossed that will keep going for us and give you more content without me having to worry that the mic's run out of battery. So right, fan on. The fan is going to cause us an issue by the sounds of it. Yeah, I think the fan might cause us an issue with this microphone, which I'm sorry if it does, and there's not a lot I can do about it. I can't quite reach it, so just go with it. What I'll do for now is ride without the fan, just to improve the quality. It's something I'll have to work out in the filter to make sure I can get that from happening again. Some of you tuning in are probably thinking, why am I in the deep end? Well, that's purely because I could sign into it. My racing category has dropped down to category D, my racing score, and that is too high for some of the other Zwift events. So in the old A to D, Zwift have kindly put me as a D. Yeah, just gonna try and sit in the wheels. A couple of messages there on screen. Then thanks for the recons. Yeah, you're welcome. Really enjoy doing them. So I will get back to doing them at some point. Cheers, Lisa, for the comment. Yeah, I just stopped the fan because as soon as I turn it on, it stays in the background where normally it's filtered out, but it's sort of hovering and humming in the background. But not a lot I can do about it. So throughout this week, I've had some quite supportive messages on Instagram and that, about obviously coming back onto the bike, and some really nice comments left on the videos. Yeah, I'm back. It's going to take a while to get back up to the levels I'll be happy with. I had to start somewhere. Maybe a category B Zwift race on Tuesday wasn't a great start, but I finished it. It was a benchmark. Getting miles in the legs this week made a difference. Obviously, sort of hoping that this race can sort of spur me on again. Just trying to sit up at the front group. So FTP isn't the ultimate goal or thing, but the other day I realised my FTP was nowhere over 300 anymore, and realistically. Turned it down to 200, just because the little graph and chart at the bottom of the screen didn't really do my zones any justice with having the wrong FTP. So I'm hoping now with more realistic FTP recorded that the graph below will be a little bit more realistic. Still not wanting to push myself 100% yet. Just trying to build gradually, get back into it. Hopefully tomorrow I'm going to start looking at one of the Zwift training programs. Get a little bit more structure in, a bit more consistency, probably about 4 to 6 weeks, and go from there. There you go, 5 minutes in, and guessing the sea riders would now be getting let out of the pen. We're 3k in, so doing all right. Little group is working well together. One thing I've noticed this week is my heart rate definitely been higher than normal, which for the efforts I'm putting out is a sign of my fitness. So if you haven't got power and don't train to power, then listening to your heart rate is always a good one. Always used to know if I was getting poorly as well because of the heart rate levels. So yeah, always good to listen to your body. These two seem to be going for it. Rolling into the back of these. Whew. It looks like the stream's holding up well. positive. Starting off in the deep end, it's likely you'll see all of the racing if I can stay active throughout. You might see some of the other groups catching us and how a pace race unfolds. Got Jamie Cahill probably halfway through his warm-up and he'll be out the guns like an absolute legend he is. When that A pen opens, seeing what watts per kilo he can do in amongst of a strong A field, it probably won't take them long to close down those 10 minutes, as they're probably about to start their race now as we cross here. We're averaging 3k every 5 minutes at the moment. Our group's a little bit splintered. After doing the recalibration of the Wahoo kicker bike, Wahoo kicker core 2, power seems to be a little bit better, but generally think the figures are down because my fitness is down, which that'll be a work in progress. And I'm just gonna have to turn this fan up so the noise becomes unbearable. I do apologise, but in here is real. It does look like on OBS the filters I've got in for the microphone seem to have started to work. Hopefully you're not getting too much background noise from the fan and you can hear me well enough. Used to use this little wireless mic here. Sometimes it ran out of batteries or power. I've gone back to my old trusty Yeti microphone. It's a bit further away from me than I'd like, so waiting for a USB extension cable to come. Try and find somewhere to Cheers, Carl, for that. Yeah, I think it solved itself in the background. When I stop talking, I try and have it filtered out, but change the mic over. Still tinkering, get the setup right. So it seems like yourself, Carl, and Lisa can hear me, so it's good. Looks like the person at the front A board, junior, 8 years old, went over 4-5 watts per kilo at the front of this. Lovely to see. Love to see youngsters getting involved over the sport, young age, so fair plays to him or her. Could be a her, but yeah, fair play. Drop them a little thumbs up there. That's great. My 7-year-old loves his cycling, loves his football, loves his golf. I haven't gone on Zwift yet though. But maybe that's something to do in the near future. Right, so I get a companion up on my phone just to see how this is spacing out. Still keeping to that 3 kilometers in 15 minutes. 3 kilometers every 5 minutes, still keeping to that. Not able to see any of the other coloured pens out on course. Can't even see them on my companion for some reason. I don't know what's going on there, but everybody watching this stream can get me a live stream or feed from Swift Power to give me some gaps between DC, B and A would be really useful. I've got nothing coming up on companion. Those other categories are. Whew. Those trains coming down the left hand side will be like Jamie Cahill later on, I bet. Here's a group here, look. Here comes some more. That's got to be the bees. Woo. Good little group here. What are we? 11.5 k's in. I guess nearly halfway. towards the arcade now. This is great for everyone taking part. Really pleased that so many people have come out, supported this one for level racing esports. I know there's other things in the pipeline and the hard work that goes on behind the scenes, so although racing somebody nearly 40 years my junior, probably wasn't on the cards for a Sunday afternoon, but another training for me. Probably my best 20-minute effort so far this week since I've been back. Lap one done. Over 12k to go. But at the moment I've not seen any sea riders on the screens. One's just leveled up there. I've done an SK leveling up for level 47. Yeah. My level 5 here. Broken. About 30 seconds away. This year, last year, 220 used to be my zone 2 training zone. Used to be around the 220 mark for like 2-hour rides. So, I'm not saying it's easy today because my heart rate's definitely higher than normal, but about the surges, I managed to stick in this little group. A few people have asked me about racing outdoors this year. Got some events that I've got in the diary, but I haven't signed for a race team in the real world this year, and probably will jump into a few races I want to do at times, but for now, by getting my fitness back, enjoying some of the rides that I want to do, places I want to go on the bikes, and events that I want to support. So, not saying my outdoor racing is over, but a few things to weigh up along the way. Also depends on my consistency throughout training. Cheers, Garth. Like, yeah, cadence. Cadence when I race is always a weird one because my cadence racing always seems to be slightly higher than normal. For me, I'm out on a social ride, I tend to push the pedals harder more and keep the cadence lower, but yeah, I'm not sure why. My coach used to always say to me, cadence was power, and even when I raced in the real world, sometimes cadence got me out of tight situations. So Rich House jumped in the old cat chats here. He'll be stamping on those pedals, no doubt. Richie's one of the many people behind getting this event going today, along with Dell and Lisa and a few others. So, good little management group, captains and that, throughout level. Make events and things like this possible, really. So, thumbs up there from brother-in-law to be. So, he's tuned in from Scotland. Yeah, just trying to tick this over nicely now. Give this guy for a thumbs up on Griff. Only watching the live stream and chatting in there. Getting the old kudos to me on screen as well, thanks for that. You say switched onto this. Oof. Looks like our little bridge become 4 now. Trying to get some deep breaths in. Get the oxygen going. $8K to go then. Still don't know where those other categories are yet. Maybe if I had Sauce, Sousa, Swift, Sauce up, know all the data, but although I'm subscribed to it, I don't really ride with it with Apple TV, so I just expected the other categories to blend in. The leaderboard on the right, I'm still saying 43 riders. So it doesn't look like there's anyone behind us at the moment. Need to stop putting these little surges in. Whew. Well, thanks to all of those that have jumped on this stream to have a watch. This is Level Racing Esports hosted chase race, categories A to D. D had first start, followed, I think it was a minute later by the C's, 5 minutes later by the B's, or 9 minutes later by the B's, and then 10 minutes by the A's. So this is a chase race, and it's all about working together as a team, try and stay away from the other groups. But then ultimately, to answer Lisa's question, when it comes down to the finish line, it's the first rider across the line that wins, whatever category you are. So but the idea between the handicap start is that it should make final couple of kilometers a little bit spicy, because in theory they should, all the groups probably should come together very close in the closing stages. But at the moment on screen, I can't see any other race categories. So if anyone is on Swift Power, jump onto this event and look at the live data, they should be able to tell us the gaps. Hope that answers your question, Lisa. Yeah, it's not like a team event thing. My understanding, first rider across the line. So like if the C's or B's were to catch us, we'd need to try and hold their wheels best we could. Okay, yeah. We've got 4K to go. We have got 3 of us away in this D group. We've got A-Board, junior 8-year-old, just leveled up himself there to, I think he said 59, not sure. So well done to him. But yeah, the 3 of us got away from our own D category. We've got a minute ahead of that. We're not seeing any C riders. Claire Pollard's just jumped in. A's are 2.2 kilometers behind us. So I'm guessing they're on us. So they're 2.2 behind. They've got just over 5 to go. Guessing B's and C's can't be that far behind us then. I wasn't going to miss this event today, but I had that decision that looking at my power figures over the week, I think my best 20-minute power was 200. So yeah, I jumped into category D because that's what good power has got me at. But in the other events where they're using your racing score, my racing score's still at over 600. So it makes it hard in those categories. So we've got Caesar over a kilometre behind. I think a lot of this then could be down to managing this little group, getting my gear in right. As I haven't really done any sprinting or any longer hard effort, I don't know what I can hold for how long. So might just try and stay with this 8-year-old whiz kid. And yeah, anyone watching the live stream, don't forget to please like and subscribe to the channel. If you watched it, you don't follow me on the companion app yet, please think about doing that as well. Right, it's picking up, kilometre to go. All the recon videos I've done, I've ridden the OK so many times, but I can't picture this sprint. Right, get ready, clear some decks, get on the drops, get ready. Climb this up early. He had me, didn't he? Woo! Well, kept on the line by a junior 8-year-old. Let's quickly jump in the companion. See if I can find Jamie. It's fan view. My fan view. This is Jamie. Look at that, 8 watts per kilos. Fan viewing Jamie here because he started off in the A pens. You'll see 24.6 kilometers in, racing against somebody putting out 10 watts per kilo. Jamie's putting out 600 watts per day there, and I think that's just them taking a finishing line there, I think. Yeah. Try and jump back to my view because I've stopped pedaling. Continue clicking the buttons, but yeah, it's a great ride on my all there. Really good racing. Another great event to take part in with Level Racing Esports. Like I say, from South, 3 months out, getting back on the bike. That was nice. Nice to get out there and get amongst some teammates and some wheels. Probably put out some of my best power figures. Finish over 100 miles on the bike this week, which I'm happy with. And the young Handicap has won this race. 8-year-old junior, Poland. He's literally just jumped on and followed me on Swift Companion, so well done to him. Great effort. Lovely to see that esports racing is catering for all ages, all abilities, all genders. It's just really nice that on a Sunday afternoon over 200 people can spend 45 minutes racing each other from wherever they are, pain cave, garage, kitchen, dining room, wherever it may be. So another great event. Please do look out for more from Level Racing Esports. Gonna spin this one down. Any questions, chuck them in the comments before this chat finishes. No doubt tonight at bedtime, a 7-year-old boy will ask me how it went, and I'll tell him that I'll probably show him the video because he likes to watch it. So show him the video of what an 8-year-old's doing on a Sunday afternoon. To be fair, he's played football all weekend, so he's been active himself, but into his cycling, you never know, maybe one day he'll jump on board Level Race as well. But for now, as I spin this one down, thanks for watching this video. Do like it, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.